Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Beer and Pretzels Gaming. I wanted to give you a short content warning to let you know that Miss Dew's, the Call of Cthulhu scenario we're going to be playing, has some extreme violence, some self-harm, and violence towards minors. So we're going to put timestamps in the description of the show in case you want to skip over any of that. But thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoy. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Beer and Pretzels Gaming. I'm Ant, and I'm going to be the keeper today. We are playing some Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, and this one's actually from the Keeper's screen pack. This is going to be Miss Dew's. So this takes place in Arkham, Massachusetts. I did a little bit of modification because we're going to have a returning character today. So Benny the Nose will be returning. But this is taking place in Arkham, Massachusetts. It's a kind of rainy spring day. You are all out and about in your various lives, but we're gonna zoom into Benny. Your kind of crappy apartment over in Arkham. How long you been here? Because I know you had things happen in Massachusetts, and
Yeah, after the last job, it's been about a year since that happened.
Okay.
He had to take it easy for a little while because he kind of went a little crazy from seeing some stuff.
Reasonable.
Wizards and ghosts and whatever the hell it was. It was crazy. So basically, for the last 8 months or so, he's been kind of laying low, and then he kind of needs money, so he started looking into the local crime peoples, and falling back on some of his cat burglary type of things that he does. So he started doing little jobs here and there. Last job he did though, he was supposed to go steal some papers from this guy before he left town. He wasn't able to get in there. He wasn't able to. It was a bad night for Benny. It just didn't work. Everything went wrong. He almost got caught. Luckily, he didn't. But he didn't get the papers for the gentleman, and now he's a little mad at him. So he's going to have to repay this debt. And,
so you're in a crappy one-bedroom apartment. It's over in the south side of Arkham, over near the river. It kind of smells. You're getting your morning coffee ready, and you hear a knock at the door. The
crap. Hello?
So, standing in front of you is two reasonably large gentlemen wearing suspenders, white button-ups. One of them's got a schoolboy cap on. The other one just is holding a baseball bat. And, just across, the one with the schoolboy hat's got a big beard, big red beard, and he goes, Mr. Soto, I presume.
Yeah.
Would you mind if we come in for a bit of tea?
Sure, I got the pot on right now anyway.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
As they step their way into into your one-bedroom apartment, into your little kitchen area, one of the guy with the baseball bat's kind of like looking around, looking for like photos or anything. He's like, "You keep it kind of bare in here, don't you?"
Yeah. I'm still relatively new to the area, so I haven't really unpacked much yet. You get it.
And he says, the other guy just sits down at the table and he says, Well, I think you know why I'm here, don't you?
I mean, I have an idea. I have an idea why, but you know what, though? It's always better if you could
Just
be
an
so kind
idea. All right, all
to
right.
explain it to me. I'd be more than happy to interact. You like sugar in your tea or just straight?
I do.
All right,
It's got you got a terrible draft in here.
it's not the best. You know, I
As you hear a window shatter, as you see the other guy takes a baseball bat to your window,
oh boy, that's gonna come out of my security
that he
deposit.
pulls a knife out and sticks it on the table, and he goes, "Now listen here, Soto. You messed up on the last job.
Yeah.
You got one bit of redemption, or O'Leary's gonna have me take your balls for his mental.
Well, we got to prevent that.
Don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we? Because I don't get any pleasure about collecting debts, if you know what I'm saying.
Well,
At least not these. I prefer cash settlements.
yeah, we're gonna make things right.
Wonderful.
We're gonna make things right.
I'll see you down at the warehouse around 8 p.m. tonight.
I'll bring my tools.
Good. There'll be a little bit that you have to get done right quick for Mr. O'Leary. You don't want him to be upset with you.
The last thing I want to do is underestimate his forgivefulness and redemption, which I'm hoping he'll give me once I complete this job.
I'm glad we see eye to eye.
It's
thank you so much.
Oh, I understand. I've been in the game.
You did have not given him anything.
Yeah, no, I got the cups in my hand.
Yeah, and he goes, "I'm glad we understand each other. I'll see you down at the warehouse."
Pleasure, gentlemen. Pleasure.
As he leaves, you know the warehouse. You've been there a couple times for various jobs and or meetups. This is the Irish mafia's stomping grounds.
Fuck, I knew it. Why did I can't believe I messed up that last job so bad.
Now, going over to the Arkham Aces and Billiards.
Yes.
This is also going to be a little speakeasy in the South Side. That's a little bit later, kind of like early afternoon. You're not open yet, but you have to get everything set up. You're pretty well stocked. The O'Leary family has made sure that you're all set up with all the booze you could need. The billiard table was kind of like an extra.
Nice little added bonus of
yeah, that was an extra
signing bonus.
Yeah.
The
one billiard club and the 2 card tables, not for gambling.
They thought the Arkham Aces was just too on the nose.
It's too boring. I get it. It's fine. Who doesn't like shooting some pool?
But as you're getting set up, you see like outside the like frosted glass window, a man knocking at the door, and you see it looks like there's another man behind him.
Undo the latches. May I help you?
You would probably know this guy. His name is Liam. He's one of the enforcers. He's come by before to collect some
funds and whatnot. Yeah.
Donations, if you will.
I'm sure dropped a few things off or two that needed to. Yep.
Oh, for sure. He's got another guy who you don't know. He's probably just hired. He's one of the thugs.
Muscle. Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, good morning,
Liam. How are you doing?
I think I could use a drink right about now, if you wouldn't mind."
Come on in. I'll make sure the coffee's all nice and warm.
Wonderful.
Let them in.
He looks around. He goes, "You really got to get more card tables."
Yeah, probably. All right, come on in. And I shuffle them inside.
And he comes in and he sits down and he goes,
"Would you like to go further in, or do you want to stay up here?"
"No, let's stay up here. I don't actually need a drink. I need money. The money that's owed.
All right.
Your payment."
I go back behind the bar. And I take out a little like box, like lockbox. And I imagine we've been doing well enough that at least like the amount due is available.
Yep.
Take it out, put it in an envelope. For you, sir.
He counts it. Oh. Looks like we're short the 20% increase.
Go back behind.
You're looking. You don't have it right.
I take out a little bottle, 3 little glasses, and I pour some in those glasses, and I come back to one of the card tables I'm sitting at. I wasn't aware of a 20% increase. That I'm going to need a couple more days for.
Inflation. It's a terrible
Gentlemen.
thing.
It's awful.
It's a terrible thing. But Mr. O'Leary has a way to offset inflation, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm sure he needs help with something. How can I help?
Oh,
And I take the shot.
we'll see you down at the warehouse at about 8 p.m. There's a bit of an issue that happened. Somebody double-crossed Mr. O'Leary. And not in the I need a couple days type of way.
And he needs to get dealt with immediately with...
In a way that's a bit bold, if you will.
Interesting. I kind of crack my
not
knuckles.
An amicable businessman like yourself.
Understood. See you at 8.
See you at 8. Emon, what are you up to at about 1 in the afternoon?
So Aben is probably so he's from Boston, so I think he's traveling. So if he's supposed to be up there tonight, he's probably on a train or something.
So this came all the way from the top.
Yeah.
O'Leary's calling in the debt.
Yeah.
And you were told to hop a train.
I knew that this was coming eventually, but it's just kind of been... But now he's dragging me up to Arkham, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on up there.
So we'll say your train is arriving at around 1. And as you get out, what's your character's last name?
O'Shaughnessy.
So you're getting off the train, you got your bags, you see there are people with signs, and you see 2 large Irishmen holding a sign that says Emon O'Shaughnessy on it, just waiting for you.
I have a duffel bag over my shoulder. I walk up. Gentlemen?
Mr. O'Shaughnessy.
The one and only.
Good to meet you. You can call me Liam.
Pleasure to meet you, Liam.
We'll get you set up with a spot for you to put your bags down. You got a meeting with the boss at 8.
Makes sense. I'll get set up wherever you put me.
How was the ride?
Long.
Always is.
Bumpy.
Always is.
And too loud.
Sounds like a typical ride from Boston to Arkham.
Indeed.
Well, if you'll take a walk with us as he gets you into this little, just unmarked, like every car, black.
Yep.
Black car.
I just sit in the back, throw my bag
And he
in.
brings you to a kind of a rundown apartment complex. And he hands you a key, as it looks like this is just a random place that the O'Leary family owns. And he brings you to a side entrance, and you see it's 104D.
I wasn't expecting the Ritz-Carlton, but I'm not going to get my eyes eaten out by rats in here, right?
As long as you keep your eyes closed.
I shoulder my bag and walk inside.
You walk inside. It's pretty beat up. You walk into a room with a bed. There's a little kitchenette area. There's a closet with some hangers. That's it.
By the way, Eamon kind of ducks into the room. He's probably 6'3", so he's kind of a little bit tall for most things around this era, and he's built like a truck, wearing just a tracksuit, basically, just loose fitting shirt and sweatpants, whatever the equivalent of the 20s are to that.
Yep, nice. So Liam says, "Well, I'll let you get situated, and feel free to take a look around the town if you want."
I suppose so. Is there anything good to eat here?
Yes, there's a pretty good fishery. It's the Dunwich Fish and Chip Shop.
All right, I'll go take a look.
Pretty good fish.
Pleasure. Nice meeting you, Liam.
Nice meeting you too. I'll see you down. And he hands you an address and he says, I'll see you down there, 8 p.m.
Do I get reimbursement on the cab?
No, the boss don't like to wait. I don't care if you hoof it.
Fair enough. Just
Enjoy Arkham.
shoves the thing in his pocket and just throws his bag against the wall and lays on the bed for a few minutes.
Yep, it's just a mattress on like an iron bed frame. Around like, we'll say around like 3-4 o'clock. Where's Mr. Kostovic?
I imagine literally like the room next door.
So we'll say it's about 2:30 then.
Yeah.
You hear a thud of a bag get
Mhm.
thrown against the wall. The door shut. Couple steps. Knocking.
There's like a little peephole that he opens up. Friends?
Mr. Kostovic or something?
That would be me.
You're the typist, right?
I type. Do you need something?
Mr. O'Leary sends his regards.
He closes it, opens the door. Welcome right in.
Thank you very much. Because you've had a little bit of time to get situated. What
I've-
did you do with this place?
I imagine he's been here for like several months, and it is like a serial killer's dream. There's one sort of like half a kitchen table that he turned into like a desk that's leaning up against the wall. It has a typewriter and a big stack of like evenly stacked papers and like little pamphlets, a collection of stamps, and then a like neatly tucked bed made out of the mattress on the floor, and like one perfectly ironed suit kind of hanging from a string across the corner of the room.
Nice.
The other one he's wearing.
Nice. So, they look around. Liam says, I like what you done with the place.
Well,
Also, where's the rat? Is he
he
out and about?
he wanders.
He looks over, he goes, good lord, look at the size of that one.
Mind your feet. That's a friend.
That's not a friend, it's a rat. They have disease.
That's my friend. I take good care of him.
Right, yeah, I was told you're a strange one. Well, Mr. Murrin, right?
Yes. Would it be passports for Mr. O'Leary?
No, it will be a bit more than passports this time. As you do see, there is the guy with the baseball bat standing behind him. And he says,
Have I been insufficient for Mr. O'Leary?
no, not yet. Not yet. We always have the opportunity. But then we have to seek forgiveness now, don't we?
I aim to please.
You know that the rent for this lovely abode that you have here is not free.
And I have enjoyed my time here.
You're very amicable, Mr. Murrin. So we'll be polite, and I hope you get something to deal with the rats, because I don't like the rats.
Well, that's what he is for. He
They make me
keeps
feel
out.
unsettled. I don't like the rats.
You will like him. He is well behaved.
Right. We'll see you down at the docks tonight. No reason to bring any additional papers or anything, but Mr. O'Leary needs some assistance with collecting a debt. So he's calling in yours to offset it, if you will.
I aim to please.
We'll consider the last couple months' rent taken care of if you deal with this for us.
This deal gets better and better.
Very amicable. He pats on the table.
Gentlemen,
I'll see you down at the docks at 8.
I will be there.
Have a good day. And he walks his way out, closes the door behind him.
He just freaks out for a little bit and just kind of holds the rat, pets him.
Emotional support rat.
And then he just starts drinking.
All right. So, who What times are we arriving? When does everyone
The
arrive?
set time was 8, right?
Yes.
That's when we were supposed to get there.
7:15. I was across the street watching.
Okay.
7:45, I would show up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like 7. I'm not gonna be late for this. So
Okay.
I'm going to be like painfully on time, like 8:01, like 8:01 ish.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you're sitting across the street from this warehouse at 7:15. You've been to this warehouse before. You know this is where the O'Leary family, well, the O'Banion family works. O'Leary is one of his higher ups.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, like after about 15 minutes of sitting there watching this, you see 3 guys come over. And they're walking over, and you see one of them. You're like, I remember one of them. Like you've seen one of like the smaller guys. It looks like he's more one of like the ones who's in charge. His name is Rudolph. He goes by Rudy, and he's clean shaven, middle-aged guy. Walks up. He says, "Hello there, sir. Here you go. I see you keep looking at our operation."
He's like sitting on like a little bench. He's got his like suit on. He's got this little pea coat buttoned up and a scarf kind of tucked in the front. He's got these spectacles on. And he's got a little briefcase. He looks like Forrest Gump in the 20s.
Right.
I am here to conduct business with an associate, Mr. Rudy.
He looks you up and down. Make a credit rating check.
Oh, no, I don't have that. No, regular success.
You're the typist, right?
That would be me, yes.
What are you doing standing over here in the cold?
Well, I would have liked to not walk in alone. I have a superstition, and seeing as how my companion sort of unsettled one of our associates, I would not bring him.
That was a lot of words. What are you doing here?
I am awaiting that same information.
Look, pal, I know that you're a little strange in the head. I heard about you, but it's kinda. Just tell me why the fuck you're here.
He like checks like aggressively to see that nobody's like up or down the street. I am here because Mr. O'Leary asked me to.
Well, why didn't you fucking say that? Let's get a walking then.
I would not like to implicate Mr. O'Leary in anything. He has been quite generous.
Implicate anything? This is a delivery business.
Ah, yes.
Come on. If you're here to pick up a package or deliver a package, I can help you with that. Ain't that right, Mr. Typist?
I believe so, now that you have educated me.
Your first day on the job?
It is.
Oh,
I'm quite enthusiastic about it.
I'll say a prayer for you. Come on. As you are walked into a smoky warehouse with a bunch of crates in there, you see there is a small kind of like loading bay for trucks. Over to the side, there is a big table where you see a bunch of guys are playing cards, drinking, smoking. You see Liam is over there. Over to your right, there's a like a staircase that goes up to one of those, the warehouse offices that like look over.
Like the loft bits, yeah.
Yep. It's set up like that. As they walk in, they go, Rudy goes, I don't know if you play cards, but Liam is over there playing some cards if you want to.
I like cards.
Sure, I'll introduce you.
I've met Mr. Liam.
Oh, wonderful. As he's sitting there, he's got like a big stack of chips. He looks, he goes, checks like a pocket watch. You're early.
Yes, I would like to make a good impression.
Right. The boss is not gonna see you till 8. You play cards?
I do.
Take a seat.
I'd love to.
Next up, I believe we have Benny and Louie. So we'll say you both show up around the same time. You drive, right?
100%.
Public transportation.
Public transportation,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
You're walking down the block and you see just a black Packard like everybody else.
Yeah, I would say it's literally just the most non-distinct car you
Yep.
could potentially have. Yeah.
You see, so it doesn't even stand out to you, honestly. It just comes and pulls into the parking lot over by the warehouse. And
I get off the number 2 bus. I have a briefcase, like a bag. I had stuff in it. Like there's like my tools in it, lock picks and whatnot.
make a credit rating check, Louie. Let's see if.
I believe I succeed now.
All right.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
no, I lied.
Oh.
JK, I did not.
You've not heard of this guy with you being here yet.
Is he? And he's like following into the. Like he'll walk in the same direction I am.
Yeah. You show up to the warehouse and like you kind of walk over. You see there's some guys who are like loading up a truck and they're looking at you as you're approaching.
I just.
Can I help you?
I'm looking to meet a acquaintance at 8:00.
Oh. Yeah, take a seat. Take a walk in. There's seats floating around.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And head inside.
And you walk up and they stop.
Murphy, do we got a problem again? What's the issue?
Murphy, you smell cheese?
Every time with this shit. Listen, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys.
Ooh, dirty freelancer.
You need something.
Ooh, you gotta take a shower.
I'll make sure to take one after the job. How about that?
You better watch out. I hear there's exterminators around.
Well, it's good because you clear out all the riffraff, huh?
Don't think you got all of them, if you know what I'm saying. Get on in there, you rat.
Bastards. Potato eating sons of bitches. Just a little
I
bit.
heard that one.
Just start walking a little
Walk
quicker.
in, and you see the actual inside. It's a bunch of stacks of boxes. They're moving liquor. There is over in the back corner, though, you both see. There's Liam. He's like the local enforcer. He is playing a set of cards, and you see
Very strange,
a
man.
very strange man with these spectacles out as he's playing cards. Make a luck check.
Regular success.
As you see they're playing, he's got 2 pairs. King Jack looks like he's good. He's pushing Liam a little bit. And ends up the hand ends and they flip and Liam had ace king 2 pair. So unfortunately
he lost 2 pairs.
he takes the pot.
Ah.
As you walk in, he goes, Benjamin.
Hello.
Or was it Benson?
Benjamin is fine. Benny is good.
I get it's the pointy nose.
The schnoz.
the snout almost.
Yeah.
The rat. Oh my God, that's a rat! As you see a rat in this guy's pocket.
You scamp! And I put him in the briefcase.
Okay.
I lost to a rat playing cards.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it happens.
It's not a good look, I'm going to be honest.
Hey, you play cards? Sit down.
All right.
You got a couple minutes. Sit down, Benjamin.
Just Benny's fine.
Just sounds like a stronger name, one with less, strong, or one with stronger morals, if you will. Benjamin sounds like a man who can get something done.
I'm happy to be at your service.
Benny sounds like a child, you know.
I mean, I agree. Who as a grown adult uses a name that ends in
As
Y?
he deals you all in, you're gonna lose $2 from your spending level as of today. It's just gonna count as if you spent $2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just mark that down.
Mhm.
Everybody, give me luck checks.
Mm.
Glad I'm not here. I don't have money
I
to gamble.
have money to be gambling.
Ooh. I got a regular again.
I
Ooh.
failed.
Ooh.
Benny crushed it.
I did crush it.
What's your luck?
55.
That is a hard success.
Yeah, that's extreme. No,
No,
hard
hard
because
success.
it's above it. Yeah.
So-
yeah.
You're playing. Couple hands, nothing really happens for anybody.
Mm.
At least none of you guys. And then eventually there comes like a little bit of a fight between Liam, Murrin, and Benny. And Benny, you got a straight draw.
Man, I just
You
needed that.
just keep
Mm.
and you keep betting because Liam and Murrin, you see they're trying to push each other in.
Mm.
They're doing like you have aces for
Mhm.
pair,
Oh wow.
so like it's pretty good.
Mm.
And you get that last card to flip, and you get that straight,
Nice.
and then you just push them all in.
Mm.
You go all in. Liam calls. He's got the tall stack. He doesn't care. Would you call with a pair of aces if somebody goes all in? You think Murrin would? Or is he more reserved?
I think this Murrin's gonna fold.
Okay, so you flip and you win. We'll say
Bam.
you can add $5 to your cash,
Oh man.
Pretty good.
and then we'll say time passes and now it's about like 7:55, 7:58. They're like, "Hey," Liam goes, "All right, you should probably get upstairs, go say hi to the boss. You bastard."
Thanks, Liam, for the game. Always a pleasure.
It's never good to see you, Benjamin.
Thank you for the company.
You're just very unsettling, I found. It's not really the rat. It's just you.
That is fair.
Louis, it's always a pleasure.
Good sir. Shake his hand and head upstairs.
Right. And you all head upstairs. Who's knocking?
I'll knock.
Nice. So you knock, and you hear shuffling, and opening the door is a very large man. This man is like 6'6", 300 pounds. He has a very thick red beard, very short hair shaved up top. He's got pockmarks on his cheek from the Great War. And he's got these just mitts for hands and overalls, you know, the suspenders and the button up. And he looks and he says, "Can I help you?"
Good evening, sir. I believe we have an appointment.
Name?
Louis?
Louis. Come on in.
Thank you, sir.
And who are you?
I am Murrin Kostovic. I am a typist.
Typist. Come in. How is Direct?
Hmm?
Is Direct here?
It is.
Can I see Direct?
Yes. His name is Skarsgård.
Hello, Rat.
He's very friendly.
I like.
Speaking
Get
of-
in here.
Speaking of rats,
Yeah,
Benny
yeah,
the Nose.
yeah, get in here.
Speaking of rats.
And inside, you see a very nice office that has like this large red rug. There's like a little, one of those like little bar tables that you have all sorts of drinks.
bar
stuff.
cart?
Yep,
Yeah.
a bar cart set
there
up.
You go. Yeah.
Couple bookcases, surprising amount of those like filing cabinets, and a nice large desk with a man sitting behind it. You would presume that Mr. O'Leary's behind it, but all you see is a big newspaper in front of him as Dale walks back behind the desk, and you all take seats. So, You're up there at 7:58. You notice there's 4 seats. There's only 3 here. And Mr. O'Leary, you just as you sit in silence.
I do like a thigh pat, like a little.
Pull out a cigarette.
Yep, you hear the lighting of a cigarette,
I see that. I go for one.
and every now and then you hear a page turn from a newspaper.
Like,
Just reach over like there's a little ashtray on his
Yep,
desk.
yep,
like
yep.
yeah.
As you just 2 minutes go by.
I'm not saying nothing.
Hell no, I'm not typing up. Are you fucking crazy?
Everyone's sitting in silence. 8 o'clock hits.
I'm just kind of like look,
As
I'm
you
just-
pull up, it was an 8 o'clock meeting.
And there, I'd say a cab probably like drops me off out front, and I like throw $2 in the front seat and just blast through the doors of the.
You blast through the doors. Make a credit rating check to see if they've heard of you.
Oh God,
there you go.
they haven't. Oh my God, they have. I rolled a 12.
What?
Oh wow! As you burst through the doors, they look at you. They go, "Oh, you're coming. You're the Albanian boy." What? Liam is there, like,
I'm just running upstairs.
go,
I'm just
go.
running upstairs. So I just go. I like stand in front of the door.
You see now there are people watching.
I stand in front of the door, like wipe the wrinkles out of my like shitty button up that I wore with like slacks,
Yeah, downstairs you see like people have stopped.
and I
You hear a knock at the door.
knock on the door.
You see big old Nail shuffle his way over. Opens the door. Can I help you?
Emon O'Shaughnessy, or I'm here for a meeting.
You're late. Like
Mike-
8:02.
The cab took a while to pick me up. I tried getting one, and I
He
just
steps to the side and just kind of lets you in. Just take a seat.
I walk in, and I
All I hear is
You walk in.
excuses.
And you see there are 3 people who look like they've been sitting here for a minute. They're kind of
I'm
like,
like playing with
I
my.
s-
I have my hat in my hand. I'm like
I
playing with
stare
it.
kind of daggers like this is the one that made this take longer than it needed to be. All right, cool.
and you hear the newspaper turn as you sit down. And it's silence again as you see. You can all make psychology checks, actually. You don't know why he's not talking.
Mm.
I passed.
Oh, he's so
I got a
pissed.
hard pass.
This is literally just because
Yeah, I'm
you
well-
made
I-
him wait.
I don't need to. I don't need to be told
Oh,
that I
yeah.
know.
So he's gonna make you wait now because
I'm-
you made him wait. See, that's the.
Nope.
At this point, I strike a cigarette too. I was like, well, this is what we're doing. Like,
I'm just kind of.
And you hear the paper fold and plop down on the desk, and you see a man with like a very square jaw, slick back, brown hair, nice suit, tie, vest on, like he's looking good. And he says, "Boston's a long trip, isn't it?"
It is, sir.
"Oh, so is the clink."
Look, sir. I was trying to get a cab, and I held down like 3, and it was the 4th one that got me. I tried to leave at a reasonable.
Takes out from
Tried to be here at a reasonable
like,
time.
reaches in, and he pulls out a claw hammer and just places it on the desk. He says,
Uh-oh.
"Well, I'm glad to see you can make it.
And
Did you come bearing gifts?"
I was told the But you've already given me a gift, and hopefully I can repay that to you.
I have, and I was wondering if you brought anything with you as just a bit of an act of good faith. But I see my gift is you.
For now, unfortunately, I did bring my job tools, so in case.
Good. You're gonna need them.
Hello, Mr. O'Leary.
Hello, Mr.
Coin Kostovic.
Coin Man. I'm going to be asking you to help me out with something, and I need a smart individual.
I'm
And
your
I think
man.
you're a smart individual, right?
I am a very smart individual,
I know. We've kept the cops off you for a long time.
and I am eternally grateful.
As is myself and the O'Banion family. And we'd like to keep it that way. And how's the social club going?
It's doing great.
I haven't made my way down there since you opened.
You should come take a seat and hang out once in a while. We'll make sure we have the best things to imbibe
Well,
when you stop by.
I'm sure. I'm hoping you can do me one a bit better with satiating my thirst for knowledge. You know a Sticky Jack Fulton, and he looks at you. He goes, "It's kind of smelly like that one, reeks of cheese."
I heard he's not the best of business associates.
You two can give me intelligence checks with bonus dice. You're from Boston, so you probably wouldn't have heard this guy.
Yeah.
You've been here for a little bit, so you can give me just a regular intelligence check.
That is a hard success.
Okay.
Extreme. I got 7.
Oh, you came to town and you started making friends.
Yeah.
So that means you would actually probably know this guy, too.
Mm.
He operates one of the speakeasies that you go to.
Yeah. It's,
Sticky Jack Fulton is a man cut from the same exact cloth as you.
Rats
He
of a
is-
feather.
He is a
Listen,
freelancer.
sometimes you gotta, do what
He
you gotta
works
do.
for the Italian family. He works for the Irish family. He works for anybody who's paying very similar to,
Listen, I
to
don't
you.
care. What was it? Russians? I'll speak some Slavic. I don't know.
He is in the exact same craft as you.
Mm.
But you do know he's worked with the O'Leary family for a while, and you've always kind of suspected that he maybe isn't paying up his fair share.
Oh, he's not
if you
kicking
will.
back where he should. Yeah.
Yeah, and you would also, because you're fencing a lot of the stuff. Not all the time, You paid him a decent amount, and they've questioned you on that.
Yep, this is what he brought. This is what it was worth. I don't think the books are balancing out.
Yeah.
See, you got to be smarter than that. You can't bring everything to the same appraiser. What? Accident? What?
But you would know that just so you don't overstep on areas you're working. Sticky Jack usually focuses around Arkham campus, like the college,
Mm.
because there's a lot of professors that live there. There's the school, so there's a lot of stuff you could take. You haven't heard from him at least since last Tuesday, and that would have only been seeing him around because I imagine Benny goes to the local speak.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen him around since before that because he's only come into your speakeasy a couple times. You would have known that you would have probably seen him more in the Sycamore, still down on the south side, but you would know that that's probably where you're gonna where he hangs out or where you could find out a little bit more information.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
And you do know that he was working on a big job recently.
Mm.
You heard that he was boasting that he got a job for doing 3 jobs in a night, which is pretty great.
That is pretty crazy. That's a lot of work.
It's a big claim.
Yeah.
So you know Sticky Jack?
Yeah, I know him. We run the same circles,
Yeah, I figured as much. You got the
We're
same
both,
smell about you.
No, we're both thieves, so
Yeah, you're new in town, and I've been keeping an eye on you as well. But Sticky Jack, he's been here for a couple of years now,
Mm.
and he works on my turf.
Well, then you got to kick it up then. I know how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he hadn't been giving me
Mm.
what is owed, if you know what I'm
I
saying.
might be able to talk to him because,
No
talk
offense,
some
sir,
sense into him.
but you brought me up from Boston for a collection job?
You got a problem with that, my friend.
It seems you have a sufficient amount of muscle up here. I just wondering why you
A
need...
debt is a debt.
And I'm not saying I'm not willing to repay it. I'm just curious about my train ride.
I could have let you rot in that cell.
I wasn't in prison.
Sure. But I do know people who could get you locked up now, don't I?
So you're going to sell me out to the cops? Is that what you're going immediately to?
No. I wouldn't go that far right away. I'd probably break your fingers first.
All right.
Going to the cops, is it throwing me in I'd rather get killed if you're going to do something, but
I'm glad
It-
we understand each other then. So then I think I could arrange that. So if you have a problem with that, we can make some I can ask Nail over here to give you the old Arkham welcome.
all right. Look, I'll do whatever you need of me. I'm just wondering.
I thought so. I'll let Mr. O'Banion know that you had a problem with the trip. I'll be sure to pass the message along.
Mm.
So we're looking for someone who hasn't been paying their fair share of dues.
Indeed, and somebody who's went a bit rogue, if you know what I'm saying, sir.
Mm.
Someone who went into the streets and is hiding from me and not getting me back what I'm owed. Understand you have a bit of experience with hunting people down who go a bit missing.
I do. So
And I got a
And I'd
lot
be
of
more-
boys out there with a good back and good strong legs. So I'm sorry that the train ride was a bit bumpy, and I'll talk to Mr. O'Banion to see if he can get something done to the rails.
it wasn't. I'm just saying I was just saying you have sufficient muscle up here if you needed a collection. If he's missing, that makes a lot more sense.
Now would you look
Right.
to your side over there? We have a nice polite gentleman who's getting
Mr. O'Leary.
my attention.
I have but a question. Earlier you alluded to some information you are looking to collect.
See what I mean? He pats you on the shoulder. He walks over, he goes, a lad who just wants to get the job done. A lad who's not complaining.
Never, sir.
And I just want to take this time again, Mr. Lilly, to say that I'm grateful.
Shut
For
the
the-
fuck up before I have Nail punch your teeth in. Now, my friend, I only know you as the typist.
I am Murrin.
Keep that to yourself from time to time. You want to be as safe as possible. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Yes, I need some information. He pulled 3 jobs. 3 jobs in one night. And you know how much I got from it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh,
The Arkham campus is my territory. You know that. You know that. And I'm educated.
I would have assumed anyway, sir.
Wonderful. He supposedly hit the library, the museum, and some professor's office dealing with some sort of papers, so if anybody's going to find out what the papers are about, I figured you would be able to.
Of course.
So track this little rat down, find out where he is, either get the items, and that's where you'll come in to make sure we move them quickly. We'll all get a nice piece. Divvy up Jack's portion with the lot of you. Which, I'm a kind businessman. I like to run a nice shop. It will be 60% divided amongst the four of you.
And if he already sold the items?
Well, I believe that's what Mr. Emon's here for. He can find out where he got his jobs from, find out the new player, and break his legs all in one nice clean package.
I'm good at what I do.
Good to know.
A lot easier than sending out 4 more boys with you.
Agreed.
7 people's a bit noticeable.
Mm.
But when you got somebody who can track a rat down and find out who they're working with, because it sure as hell wasn't the Portellas.
I'd sure as
So-
shit hope not.
If it wasn't me, and it wasn't the Portellos, who the hell was it? And that's why he's here. To do some aggressive negotiations if need be. I understand that's not anyone else's strong suit here.
Mm,
You look like you can handle yourself.
if I need to, I try to avoid it as much as possible.
I
Try to
don't.
talk. You know what? I get up and I shake his hand. You irritated me with being late. I appreciate that mindset.
So, now that we understand that, we have to look at the Holy Bible. Greed is the downfall of all men.
Mm.
And it seems like Sticky Jack has been infected with that greed. So you're going to find the information, find what he's got, and we're going to distribute the wealth. Understood?
We will exercise his demons.
Indeed. And I hear you're quite the exorcist.
I try.
So now that we're all in a bit more of an agreeable mood,
My apologies once again.
find out if this rat skipped town, and if he did, track him down. If not, give him a good old Arkham hello.
Hmm.
So I think we understand one another.
Absolutely, sir.
We'll start
Implicitly.
moving on it ASAP.
Great. Nail, escort these gentlemen out.
Just a quick question. You have any names? Anything? Anyone? Any associates or anything? Anyone we could?
He points at Benny.
Yeah.
goes,
So
I got an associate working with you.
see, Sticky Jack.
He should have all the answers you fucking need.
All right, fair enough.
I'm pretty
And
familiar
if
with
he
Sticky
doesn't,
Jack.
squeeze it out of him.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'll give you whatever I got.
I will give you
Okay.
every piece of information you could need from me.
I have
I
no
am
problem with
at
that.
your disposal.
All right.
Now get out of my office.
Yes, sir.
Nail walks you out.
And have a blessed day.
And you as well. And the Lord watch over you.
See you
How'd
later,
you all
Nails.
get here?
I
I-
took a taxi.
Uh,
I drove.
Number 2
Nail.
bus.
Looks at you. Says, good job. A lot coming from Nail. Nail doesn't
He don't say nothing.
I've never
Yeah.
heard this guy say a positive word.
Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't usually say positive.
I didn't even know he
things.
spoke English.
Thank you, Nail. Say goodbye, Skarsgård.
I like the rat.
I like the rat.
If any of you guys want to come with me, I write down an address and hand it to you. We should discuss next steps.
Thank you all for watching Beer and Pretzels Gaming. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And tune in next time to find what happens to our unfortunate rabble.